Hey there. So, in our English grammar series videos, this is our third video, which is related to sentences, the types of sentences. Now, in the previous two videos, we saw in the first video that a sentence is divided into two parts, subject and the predicate. We also saw that predicate is basically a verb plus object. In the second video, we saw the types of objects, the direct objects, the indirect objects, and objects of preposition, also called as prepositional phrase. In this video, we'll have a clear-cut understanding about what a sentence is, what are the different types of sentences, and there are a hell lot of examples that I'll put forward to you, which will give you a clear-cut understanding about types of sentences. So it is going to be a very useful video for those who are trying to clear their IELTS, TOEFL, who want to start communicating very easily and very nicely. For them, the video is going to be very useful. So let us start with our third video, sentence. Now, the first thing that will arise in your mind is, what is a sentence? Sentence is a group of words which make complete sense. For example, Shyam is going to school. Now, it is very whole sentence that there is a noun, there's a name, there's a person called Shyam. What action he is doing? He is going to school, right? So this sentence makes a complete sense. So these group of words are making a complete sense. Hence, it is called as sentence. Do not spit on the floor. This is a sentence because it gives us a clear-cut understanding that a command is given that don't spit and where you should not spit on the floor. What are your hobbies? A question is asked and a very clear-cut question is asked. It makes a complete sense. The person is asking, what are your hobbies? What do you like to do? May God bless you, right? So the whole statement gives us a clear-cut understanding that someone is giving good wishes, that may God bless you. What a fine morning. A question is asked. A clear-cut question is asked. It has a complete sense. So sentences are those, we can say, that a group of words which make complete sense. They are called as sentences. So we are going to, in detail, study about different types of sentences, forms of sentences. So the first is declarative or assertive sentences. Those statements or assertions, those which make statements or assertions, they are called as declarative or assertive sentences. For example, the sun rises in the east. Now, it is a universal law. It is not going to change. The sun rises in the east. So, it is a declarative or those which are asked in the form of a question. What is your name? An interrogation is done. You can see, what does the police do? It does an interrogation. It asks a lot of questions. So whenever a question mark is there in a sentence, those type of sentences are called as interrogative sentences. Those which expresses commands, requests, entreaties, right? These type of sentences, for example, close the door. A command is given, close the door. Have mercy upon us, right? A request is done, have mercy upon us. So those sentences which gives commands, request, or entreaties, they are called as imperative sentences. And the last one, those which express strong feelings, as how wonderful, what a beautiful view, right? So an exclamatory sentence is the sentence which expresses strong feelings. And you can see at the end of the statement, there's an exclamation mark, right? You can see here, there is an exclamation mark. So it shows that a very strong feeling is expressed. So we saw different form of sentences. We are still going to further see the statements in details. Let us go to the first sentences, types of sentence, that is assertive sentences. They are also called as declarative sentences. So they are either called as assertive sentences, or the other name of assertive sentences is declarative sentences. Now, a group of words like which gives a assertion, which makes a statement. For example, we love our country. Full stop. We love our country. A statement is made, an assertion is done, right? So that is a assertive sentence. A declaration is done. We love our country. So such group of sentences which make statements or assertion are called declarative or assertive sentences. For example, Rama speaks the truth. Now, declarative sentences are also divided into two parts. Affirmative, that is positive sentences. Positive is called affirmative. The another name of positive sentence is called affirmative sentence. And throughout, while we'll practice many more modules further, we will always call positive sentences as affirmative sentences. And the other type of assertive or declarative sentences are the negative sentences. So if we see the first one, Rama speaks the truth, an assertion is done, a declaration is made, a statement is done, right? Rama speaks the truth, but it is a positive statement. Next up here is, I don't like this fruit. Negative sentence. Shyama does not smoke. Negative sentence. I love my country. Affirmative, positive sentence. Assertive and declarative statements are further divided into affirmative, that is positive sentences, and negative sentences. We are going to exercise further regarding affirmative and negative sentences. But for now, we are since discussing the types of sentences, let us go to another type of sentence, which is interrogative sentences. An interrogation is done, a question is asked, right? So a group of words like below, here, what is your name? It makes a complete sentence, right? Those where the question mark is asked, the interrogation is done, right? A question is asked. Such sentences are called as interrogative sentences, right? So the questions can be asked in many ways. Let us see how. Who is the author of this book? Interrogative sentence. Why are you late for the meeting? Now see, those who are practicing reading, you cannot just read this way. Why are you late for the meeting? No. Since you are asking a question, you should speak out the sentence in a manner that you are asking a question mark. Why are you late for the meeting? Who is the author of this book? What is your name? Where are you going? When will the meeting start? Right? So you are asking a question. So the question should be read in a manner that you are doing an interrogation. That's why they are told as interrogative sentences. How did you learn about this? So the interrogative sentences which are put forth here, the examples which are discussed here, the first, second, third, fourth, and fifth starts with the letter W. Who, why, what, where, when. So these are the five W's. Who, why, what, where, when, through which you can do interrogation. You can ask questions. And there's one more, which is how. So one H. So there are five W's and one H. But that simply doesn't mean that only these are the ways through which you can ask a question. I can write down this way. Are you happy? Are you happy? So this is also a sentence where question is asked. So this is also an interrogative sentence, which is starting with a verb, an action verb. Are you happy? Right? So we'll learn further, but since we are discussing the types of sentences, the third type of sentence is imperative sentences. We saw assertive and declarative sentences. We saw interrogative sentences. Now, the third type is imperative sentences. A sentence, a group of words where a command is expressed, a request is done, right? And deep request is done, entities. Then sentences are called as imperative sentences. For example, close the door. Command is given. Close the door. Have mercy upon us. A request is done. An entreaty is done. Right? Have mercy upon us. So these type of sentences are called as imperative sentences, which expresses a command or which gives an advice or which gives an invitation. Such sentences are called as imperative sentences. Let's see through various examples and understand the types of imperative sentences. For example, you can see here the first one is close the door. Command is given. Close the door. Please pass the salt. It is a request. Please pass the salt. Do pay us a visit sometime. It is an entreaty. What is an entreaty? Entreaty means a plea, an earnest request. Please visit us. Do pay us a visit sometime. It is an entreaty. A request is made. An earnest request is made. Always wear a helmet while riding a bike. See, an advice is given. Always wear a helmet while riding a bike. Invitation is given. Kindly join us for lunch after reception. Invitation is given. Kindly join us for the lunch after reception. So, imperative sentences are those sentences you can see that either a command is given, a request is done, an earnest request is done, advice is given, invitation is given. Then such sentences are called as imperative sentences. Don't worry, we are going to practice a hell lot of sentences which will give you a clear-cut idea about different types of sentences. Let's move further in our types of sentences. But before that, let us see, since we have seen imperative sentences, which one is a command, which is a request, which is an advice, which is an invitation. You have to find out whether it is a command, an advice, a request, or an entreaty, or an invitation. Through the sentence, you have to find out that which kind of imperative sentence it is. So you can take a pause and read the sentence and classify them, whether it is a command, an advice, a request, or an entreaty. Right? So I think you should do that. You should pause your video and you should try to find out on your own. Then when I'll give you the answers, it'll be easy for you to understand that what kind of imperative sentence it is. So I hope now, after pausing, you had written your answers, and now I'll put answers in forward to you. Be sure to drink plenty of water during exercise, and advice is given. Come with me for a movie. An invitation is given. Come with me for a movie. Tickle wires with wet hands. See, an advice is given. Stop talking and listen. Command is given. Hand over your phone to me. Again, a command is given. Please help me with this task. It is a request. Please help me with this task. Help the poor. Advice is given. Please don't leave me behind. Entreaty. An earnest request is made. Please don't leave me behind. Right? So, one thing which one should understand, which I've purposefully made a mistake over here, is that once the imperative sentence finishes, there should be a full stop after the sentence, an imperative sentence. So it gives us an idea that the sentence is over. For example, here you should see that a full stop should be there, right? So we are going to learn different punctuation marks further. But if we are talking about an imperative sentence, then at the end of imperative sentence, there should be a full stop mark. Because at the end of interrogative sentence, there is going to be a question mark. Then at the end of the imperative sentence and assertive sentence, there should be a full stop. Moving further, let us go to a fourth type of sentence, which is exclamatory sentence. So what are exclamatory sentences? See how I'm reading these. How wonderful. What a beautiful view. So this expresses strong feelings, as if you're astonished. You're so happy to see this. How wonderful. What a beautiful view. Sentences that expresses strong feelings are called as exclamatory sentences. You can see here each sentence is making a complete sense, right? These sentences are making complete sense. So that's why these are called as exclamatory sentences. Let's see some examples of exclamatory sentences. What a beautiful sunset. Wow, that's an amazing view. How charming the scene is. What an horrible movie. What a fine hit. You can see all these are exclamatory sentences. A strong feeling is expressed through these sentences. Now, I'll put forward various sentences and you have to pause it and find out whether it is an affirmative or declarative sentence. That too, whether it is a positive sentence or negative sentence, whether it is an exclamatory sentence, whether it is an interrogative sentence, right? Whether it is an imperative sentence. So we are going to practice this in detail, which will help you communicate with people. And do read out in a manner that it will help you understand whether it is an interrogative sentence or it is an exclamatory sentence. Don't just bluntly read the sentence. The sentence should express the meaning. For example, the human body is made up of 60% water. Obviously, it is a declarative sentence, positive sentence. It is a declarative, assertive sentence. It is a truth, universal truth. That's why it is a declarative, assertive sentence that human body is made up of this much percent of water. She does not like a coffee. It is a negative, declarative sentence. She does not like a coffee. Next, what a wonderful surprise. You can see there's an exclamatory mark. So it is an exclamatory sentence. Leave me alone. Imperative sentence. A command is given. Leave me alone. Oh, what a shame. Strong feeling is expressed. Exclamatory mark. Exclamatory sentence. The earth orbits around the sun. The earth orbits the sun. It is a positive statement and it is an assertion. A statement is made. So it is an affirmative, declarative, assertive sentence. Where are you going? Interrogation is done. A question mark is asked. Interrogative sentence. He is not a professional athlete. Negative sentence. Not. Are you feeling well? Interrogation is done. A question is asked. Interrogative sentence. An order is given. Command is given. So it is an imperative sentence. How cold the water is. It is an exclamatory sentence. Strong feeling is expressed that the water is very, very cold. Don't touch that. Negative sentence, right? But again, you can say that it is a command which is given. So it is an imperative sentence. Don't touch that. Now, there are certain rules. We are going to practice many more sentences, don't worry. But there are some rules that you should understand while you talk about the sentence or you write a sentence. Every sentence begins with a capital letter. Remember that a sentence should never start with a small letter. It should begin with a capital letter. I, wherever there is an I in the sentence, remember I should be written with a capital letter. You cannot not write down I this way. Now, this is a truth that every sentence should begin with a capital letter. So we are writing this I this way. I am a boy. Since it is starting with a capital, it's starting with a letter. So starting letter should be a capital letter. That's correct. But wherever I is there, whether it is at the start or somewhere in between, or it is written at the end, it should always be written in capital. You can see I am a boy. I is written in capital. Mom thinks I am genius. I should always be written as a capital letter. You cannot write down I over here this way. Who is it? It's me, my brother, and I. See? Capital letter. So these basic rules you should always keep in mind. The next, a full stop. A full stop is placed at the end of affirmative and imperative sentences. Full stop should be placed. And see here itself, I have kept for you to put a full stop. When a sentence ends, you should always put a punctuation mark. Here, should always put a punctuation mark. Exclamatory mark is placed at the end of the exclamatory sentence. A sentence which expresses a very strong meaning. At the end of that sentence, you should always put an exclamatory mark. A question mark is placed at the end of every interrogative sentence. So, these are the basic rules that you should always follow while reading, writing sentences, types of sentences. Let's identify another question. What a beautiful day. Very strong feeling is expressed. So it is an exclamatory sentence. The sun rises in the east. It's a truth, universal truth. But here, what is not there? Punctuation mark is not there. Full stop should be there. Affirmative, declarative, assertive sentence. A statement is put forward and it's a universal statement. Sun rises in the east, right? Next, the capital of India is New Delhi. Now it's a universal truth. It is not going to change. Capital of India is New Delhi. So it is an affirmative sentence. It is an assertion. A complete sense is there and statement is made. Can you speak English? Question is asked. So it is an interrogative sentence. The highest mountain is Mount Everest. It's a universal truth. So it is an assertive, declarative statement and it is a positive statement. So it is an affirmative sentence. What is your name? Question is asked. Interrogative sentence. What a stunning view. Strong feeling is expressed. Exclamatory sentence. How much does it cost? Question is asked. Interrogative sentence. Now, We are going to do an exercise where we'll convert an assertive statement to an interrogative sentence, right? A positive sentence to an interrogative sentence. We are going to do it. Mira was writing a letter. Now, what if this sentence you have to write in terms of asking a question? Was Mira writing a letter? So, see, the verb which was here, now I'm going to place it here, and that will create a interrogative sentence. Was Mira writing a letter? You are asking a question now. Before it was a statement, but now you are asking a question. The Germans were marching into Belgium. I have to ask a question. Just find out where the verb is. The verb is here. Were marching. So were should come here. Were the Germans marching into Belgium? So your sentence will now become interrogative sentence. Next, the cow is eating grass. Find out the verb is eating. So is will move here, and your assertive sentence will become interrogative. Is the cow eating grass? Question mark. Is the cow eating grass? So you should know how to convert one type of sentence into another sentence. It will help you to communicate in a better way. Now let's do reverse of it. If there is an interrogative sentence, how will you convert it into assertive or declarative sentence? Have they worked very hard? You can see here the verb is placed at the front. Have they worked very hard? But if I place here, then, and remove the question mark, the sentence will become assertive sentence. They have worked very hard, right? So this is how you do the conversion. Let's go to another statement. Shall Kolkata tomorrow? Kolkata is a city in India. Shall I leave for Kolkata tomorrow? Just I'll replace the helping verb over here. The modal verb, in fact, we'll type the, we'll learn the different types of verbs afterwards in detail. But since I'm telling here, shall should be placed here, then your question mark should be removed. Then that will convert it into a assertive sentence. I shall leave for Kolkata tomorrow. Were they being questioned? The were is here. I just have to place it here. Remove the question mark. Then that will become assertive sentence. They were being questioned. Now, let's convert positive sentences to negative sentences. The mango was sweet. The mango was not sweet. You can win the game. You cannot win the game. We had a dog. Now here, this sentence you should write down this way. We did not have a dog, right? So here had is replaced by did not have a dog. So more in detail, the grammar as we'll proceed, you'll be able to understand how to convert the sentences as well. Let's do the vice versa. Negative sentences to positive sentences. I do not have a book. I have a book. I have not learned my lesson. I have learned my lesson. I may not drop out of team. But what if I remove the word not? I may drop out of the team. So this was the conversion of positive to negative and negative to positive sentence. Let's convert exclamatory to assertive sentences. See the exclamation mark. Long live our leader. We wish that our leader may live long. See, we are wishing something. So what did I do? And since here, you can see here, the word is our. We are talking about group of people. So what did I do? I added here we wish, since the whole statement shows us that we are wishing, we are giving good wishes. So we wish that our leader may live long. This is how an exclamatory sentence is converted to assertive sentence. What a lovely scene. It is a very lovely scene. I've removed the exclamation mark and I'm putting up a statement. It is a very lovely scene. Instead of what, I just added it is. So the exclamatory mark is removed and now there is a full stop. Bravo, you have done well. Simply, I just removed bravo and the statement is put forward. You have done well. Let's do the opposite of what we did ahead. Convert assertive to exclamatory sentences. The view from here is beautiful. What a breathtaking view. It is a very wonderful opportunity. It is a very wonderful opportunity. What a wonderful opportunity. We are very happy that we have won the match. Hooray! We have won the match. So, to put an exclamation, we should convert the assertive sentences to express very strong feelings. The moment we read the sentence, we get a very strong feeling. More about this, we'll keep on learning in our video. We are going to shoot some nicely 150 to 200 videos. We are going to go deep down into grammar. This is just a beginning. We are just giving information about types of sentences. That's why we are not going much into the detail. Now, you can pause your video and what you have to do is that these are some imperative sentences. The options are given into the bracket. You are going to place the correct word and fill in the blank so that the sentence turns out to be an imperative command, an advice, a request, an entreaty, an invitation, right? So go ahead, pause your video and try to put, then I'll give you the answers. Okay, so I hope now you are ready and let's start. So our first sentence is dash the application form and dash them before Monday. Fill in. Fill in the application form and submit them before Monday. Command is given. Fill in the application form and submit them before Monday. Hope you have done that correctly. Let's go to the second one. Dash the door when you go out. Obviously, it is close the door when you go out. Command is given. Close the door when you go out. Turn off. Turn off the lights after use. See here, the switch off will not come. Why? Because we are going to put switch off over here. Switch off your phones before the meeting starts. So please switch off the lights after use is not the correct word. Turn off the lights after use, right? So I hope you have done it correctly. Let's move to the fourth statement. We have already solved the 10th one. Please dash home when you are free. Please come home when you are free, right? Next, dash all documents that are required for verification. Carry all documents that are required for verification. We cannot use submit because submit is here, right? So I hope you're understanding the imperative sentences. Dash in the ascending order of your height. Since it is height, so obviously we can put stand. Stand in ascending order of your height. Let's go to our seventh statement. Dash to carry an umbrella. Negative sentence. It is given an order that you have to put something which is negative over here. So do and forget. We'll keep here. Don't forget to carry an umbrella. Let's play. Let's play. Do your homework. And last, we have already done switch off your mobile phones before the meeting starts. So hopefully, you're able to understand how the imperative sentences work, right? So we are done with our types of statements, types of sentences. See you in the next video. We are going to start with different parts of speech, just the introduction of different parts of speech. Thank you.